Hi guys, Stuart here. It's found wherever freedom fighters and or terrorists gather. It's up there with caviar and vodka for Russia's favourite exports, and it's been in almost every Call of Duty title. Over 100 million of these rifles have been produced. Let's take a look at Mikhail Kalashnikov's baby, the AK-47. First, let's compare its time to kill with the other full auto ARs. The AK beats everything on TTK. With a body shot TTK of 300 milliseconds and a headshot time to kill of 200 milliseconds, it bests everything else in the category. Taking only 4 shots to kill in that first 38 meter range is a beast. The only gun that beats it in the second range is the FFAR-1, but that requires some awesome recoil management to get all 7 shots on target. You can increase the damage using the Spetsnaz RPK barrel up to 42 points, but it won't reduce your time to kill in that 4-shot kill range. Here you can see the various ranges. The AK is a shorter initial range than the QBZ, Krieg and XM4, but seeing as it's doing it in 4 shots, you can't complain. So firepower wise, it's only got the 600 rounds per minute, the lowest of the assault rifles. For bullet velocity, it has the lowest of the ARs with a paltry 490 meters per second, so you better be looking at a better barrel when you build your class. We'll take a look at some of the barrel attachments later. For movement, we have a base move speed of 10.26 miles per hour and a sprint speed of 15.4. Chuck on the Spetsnaz speed grip and you can increase that to 16.9. ADS speed is 300 milliseconds and you can bump that up to 210 with the GRU elastic wrap. Sprint out is 400 with a possible 280 using no stock or the KGB skeletal stock. In the ammo department, we have a base mag size of 30, extendable to 50 with a reload speed of 2.8 seconds, which can be reduced to 1.8 with the fast mag attachments. Barrels are probably the most important attachment you can add on this or any of the other ARs. Here you can see the ranges the barrels give you over the base weapon. The takedown barrel gives an enormous 150% increase to your range, taking you up to a whopping 95 meters in the 4-shot kill range, with the only downside of 5% reduction in sprinting move speed. But you'll be hard pressed to find a line of sight where it's necessary and you don't get any bullet velocity increase. The Spetsnaz barrel gives that 11% increase to damage, bumps the 4-shot range to 57 meters, and increases your bullet velocity to 735 meters per second, but at the cost of crazy recoil and less ammo. For my money, you're better off staying away from the range increasing barrels and using the Liberator. It doubles your bullet velocity to 980 meters per second. To give you an idea of the difference in velocities, here is a mock-up. Obviously this is slowed down, but it does give a comparison between what is on offer. Onto suppressors. You get a range reduction with those boys, and here you can see the differences. While the GRU suppressor gives some extra benefits in the recoil department, I don't think the loss of range is worth it. The standard sound suppressor does just fine. Onto recoil, the base recoil is very manageable, but if you really want to tighten up your grouping, then a mix of a GRU eliminator and the Spetsnaz grip will do the job. The Spetsnaz barrel makes the gun jump vertically with a whole load of horizontal motion. This is fine if you either have great recoil management or you're going to tap fire for those long shots. Hipfire is pretty standard for ARs, only the QBZ-83 having a slightly wider group. The best achievable hipfire results come from the 5 mW laser. The KGB skeletal stock makes it a little bit wider. So here's a nice example class. I'm using the Microflex LED because I really don't like the iron sights on this gun, but it's really your choice. Suppressor because I like to stay off the radar, and the only downside is a small reduction in range and bullet velocity, but we'll make up for that with the next attachment, the Liberator barrel. It doubles the bullet velocity, and the only cost is in the aim walking movement speed. Next up is the GRU elastic wrap, which is this year's stippled grip tape, and that improves the ADS time by 30%. Finally, it's the KGB skeletal stock. Perfect for rushing, it gives you a 30% increase to your sprint out time. So that's the AK-47. In my opinion, it's the best AR in the game. It's also fun to use, unlike the Krieg and the XM4. The low bullet velocity can be corrected, and the 4-shot kill range makes up for the slower RPM. I highly recommend this weapon. Let me know your opinions down below and subscribe if you want more content like this. See you next time.